Hello, everybody. It's another Tuesday night, and like tradition says, Tuesday night, it is show and share. Hopefully, we can make a, what did I call that? Spookmacular night of it. Get it? Spook make? Got it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Boo. All right. You don't need to throw anything. That's, that's okay. All right. We will start the evening off with a share by Evan. He's got a bike rack as part of the community project. Oh, how exciting.
Yeah, you all may have seen, but yeah, there's a new community project. We're working on a bike rack for the makerspace, so I figured I'd just share the design with you all if you haven't seen it already, but you may notice it is from the, oh, there's a, very nice. But yeah, based off of the Knox Makers logo. Yeah, just pulled it out, and luckily someone in the chat had shared like a line drawing image of it, and so I was able to scale it and match it to some standard bike rack dimensions. But yeah, I think we still need to ask Spark for permission, but I think with the help of some others, we'll get it made soon enough. But anyways, just wanted to share it quickly with you all, and that's pretty much it. A place to lock up a bike.
Thank you, Evan. I've been seeing more and more bicyclists come, so that's great. And thank you for getting on that project and spearheading it. Love that design. Gee, wherever could you have thought of that design at? Next up, we have Thea trying to keep you warm with a shawl.
This is actually an older project. It doesn't look like much, but it fits nicely. The beauty of this is for people who have just begun knitting is you start with a square. You do a little bit of a ribbing on one side to make it stretchy. You knit it, and then you do the ribbing on the other side. Then you just sew it, leave room for your arms. And then when you put it on, it goes elbow to elbow size-wise, but then it's warm around the neck, covers the mid-back, and it doesn't get in the way if you're working at your desk. So you just make a square, whatever the measurement is from your elbow to your elbow, and sew it up, leaving armholes. But it lives in my filing drawer at work, and it's always available when I need it.
Did you think of that yourself?
No. I saw it somewhere, but I didn't actually have a written pattern.
Wow. Pretty smart. How long did it take you?
I have no idea. It was a long time ago, and it was when I was still learning how to knit, so much longer than it would take me today. Any other questions?
All right.
Sorry about that. Thank you, Thea. Next, we have Mark Best. He has a CNC Etch-a-Sketch. This sounds interesting.
Okay, I try to work through problems, and which I think is a good thing. Is that about? Let me zoom out. I think it. Am I not zooming? Okay. Oh, all right. So what I wanted to do was make Santa and put him on my roof. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to take this 4x8 panel of plywood, draw Santa upon it, go back with a saber or a jigsaw and cut it out, and then do it. Okay, now at the top you see Santa's head. The bottom on the right here is little fluffy things coming out of his bag, and as you can see, we're going forward under the runner, and it will come up. So this might be something we do for this CNC machine when we get when we get to that point, because all we need is a bracket to hold a Sharpie. This one is designed with a spring on it to hold it down on the wood. My table is not as flat as it ought to be, but this way, if you want to do a graphic thing and you can just find a simple sketch, you can draw it at a large scale. In the olden days, you'd use a projector like this, project it on the wall, and follow the lines. Here you can do it. Oh, that's my hand. Anyway, so this is just a project I worked on a couple of years ago, and I have had to redo a number of Santas because for some reason they keep getting bothered. See if I, no, okay. That's about all I have to show. Any questions?
This is on your plasma?
This is on my plasma torch in my basement.
And you just added marker.
Yeah, I just took the plasma torch off for a moment, put this on there, set up the height, and it worked out pretty well. And also, since I needed Rudolph, who is younger, we all know this, he has to be smaller, so with the G code, I can simply, on this machine, scale it 75% X, 75% Y, so now I have a smaller reindeer. So I sketched him out independently of the other reindeer. Let's see. Let me find. I have yet to figure out how to organize all these things that well. Let me find. There. Oh. There is my production line of reindeer. So this is just, and I put these on my roof, Santa and 3 big and 1 small reindeer, and a neighbor came by and said, we could use one of those at the roundabout. I said, on it. Put that up, put up solar powered lights. So, yeah, it's not in focus, but you get the idea. Okay. That's it.
How long did it take?
Building the Sharpie thing was probably an hour, something to hold the Sharpie. The sketching out the umbrella, I'm sorry, the umbrella, the Santa and the sleigh, you could see how fast it was going. It was probably under 1 minute to get the entire perimeter set up. And same for the reindeers. Then you come back with a jig or a saber saw, and then painting. But it was like a weekend project. So if you want Santa to come to your house, there is an option. And again, just find simple vector graphics. So just find simple vector graphics and load it in and put in something, and you can make a simple piece of graphics. Okay? Thank you.
Metalworking just might get an influx of woodworkers. That sounds great. And you said that was just with a Sharpie?
Yeah, I just mounted a Sharpie where the torch would go.
Just a Sharpie.
The idea is, you think about drawing on the dotted lines, and within the dotted lines, when you get some of the kids, you could do the same thing with this. You could just say, draw all these lines, and then someone could come in with ink or paint or whatever, and do just that. So now they have a big draw in the lines picture.
So to repeat for the people out there on the internet that can't hear you, he was saying that you could also do the interior lines, so you can then use those as paint lines, right?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's fabulous. Oh, even paint by number. Hey, you're taking it up a notch. I like it. Well, I have a share. I'm going to sneak in a little bit selfishly. I have been sharing every week how I've been making a costume for the grandson. And last week I revealed the costume and also said he was terrified of it. Didn't want anything to do with it, but he had promised me he would wear it for Halloween. He would actually wear it on Halloween. And he was true to his word. So here he is. saying hello to all of his Knox Maker friends. Yes, I also got, pardon?
Is he still afraid of it?
No.
Keep him away from mirrors.
Yeah. Well, what I also found interesting, if I can go ahead and monopolize the time a little bit. Look at, gee, there's a full-grown skeleton giving him candy as he's trick-or-treating. I think it's great. I think he's sizing him up there maybe, huh? Right? Well, there's your spookmacular. All right. On with the show. We had somebody walk in. Do you have a share you'd like? And you maybe missed? No? Mark?
I found Santa.
Oh, you got it.
So this is what Santa looks like.
Go ahead and come around.
Okay. So, yeah, this is what Santa comes around. So you have the perimeter, you have a few things cut out, and then you just go back with the picture you have of it and put in some extra lines, and you do what you have to do to make it look right. But at least you have the perimeter of the board cut to the right shape. Okay.
Is the yellow of the sleigh a separate piece?
No, that's just, I just said that border should be 2.5, 3 inches, and I did that all around, and I saw, this is a copy of kind of a picture I found, and that also gave me the color for the beard and the perimeter for the beard and the face, and so it's kind of freehand. But again, you were saying about paint by numbers. An adult could put all the other lines in there, and you could give your 5-year-old a paintbrush and just say paint blue in number 3, and of course it'd be a mess, but that's just a thought.
Yeah, it almost looks three-dimensional with the black lines surrounding the cuts of the yellow sleigh.
It is,
That's why I asked.
okay, all right, thank you.
Great paint job. Any other questions? Okay. All right, we're going to move it along to announcements now. We got a few. We now have a name for the new fiber laser. It is Crossbow. Yeah, won by 1 vote. It was really close, really close. And I don't know when the schedule is, when it will be coming in, but I'm sure by the end of the year. Hopefully sooner. The other laser class for Saturday is still on the schedule. A replacement part has been ordered. It looks like it might get here in time to still have the class, but stay tuned. Stay tuned because, you know, Amazon delivery isn't always reliable, so stay tuned on that one. We have a Wood 101 class, actually a couple of them. I believe they've both been sold out. The Bud Vase class was sold out. The Heat Press class with also learning sublimation printing is still open. I also know that a lathe class and a MIG intro to metalworking class, those classes are coming soon to the calendar, so watch. Wood lathe, yes, wood lathe turning, wood turning class later in the month. I believe that is what somebody said. As they post, so just keep watching the calendar. I think that's it for the announcements. It's my turn now to ask for volunteers. It looked like the filter needed to be changed in this area. All right, we have Neil.
I want to expand on the wood lathing.
Oh, wood lathing class, yes.
Yeah, I spoke with Brian today about it, and it would be wood turning 102, which would be November 15th, 6:30 to 9:30, and wood turning 202 will be November 22nd, also 6:30 to 9:30. And one thing that when alteration decided to make, there will only be 4 students in this class as opposed to what used to be 5. So hopefully we can finish up the class before 12 o'clock in the morning, like all the other previous classes finished up. So keep an eye on the calendar.
Okay, so for those of you who are watching from home because you want to hand out trick-or-treat candies to the little ones, or you're out of state maybe even, the Wood Turning 102 class will be November 15th and the 202 one on November 22nd. We're downsizing the class to make sure it can get finished before midnight so we don't turn into pumpkins or skeletons. So keep an eye out because those tickets I know will go fast. I have seen at least one other person interested in it. I'm interested in it. Yeah. So keep an eye out. Trash is taken care of by our cleaning crew. They made it this time. Yay. But do keep an eye out. They don't always find all the trash cans or know which ones are trash and which ones aren't. So if you see any, feel free to go ahead and take it on out. For those of you who are here, Jerry and I brought some trick-or-treat chips, something salty instead of sweet, and it's on the hospitality table. Help yourself. You're very welcome. And at that point, is there anybody else? Anything else? Let's go out and make. All right.